How's it going? This is Odd.
It's Red here.
And Mal.
And you're about to listen to our podcast. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Probably not the greatest for having your kids around.
Nope.
We are a 18-plus podcast, and we would appreciate if you would take that into consideration, as we honestly have horrible mouths. And obviously,
influences will ruin your life.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, by what our name is, we are the Ganja people.
And I was smoking during this intro.
Hey, I'm Odd.
I'm Red.
And I'm Mal.
And we are the Ganja people.
So unenergetic for already. Right?
I have a mouthful of pea drink. Shut the fuck up.
Quick clarification from last week's show. I was wrong on the movie title. I was trying to get guessing correctly. It was half-baked. Sorry, I don't know my stoner movies all the time. Also, shout out to Waldemir. If you were listening on Spotify, they were in our last show 6 times.
Because of course they have, the commercial breaks.
Right.
And being that Waldemir is close to where we're at, we're only,
Right. But
an
shout out to
hour
them.
drive to them, yeah.
Red, I didn't show you what I did.
Oh, God, what'd you do?
My appointment canceled the other night.
Uh-huh.
And I had all my stuff set up, so it would have been just a waste to throw it all out and not use it.
Right.
Okay. So now we have left and right.
You finally know your left and rights.
Yeah. And I also have, no habla factardo, right above my knee.
I'm not surprised. You were really trying to get someone to do that.
I'm doing it.
Oh, she's tattooing it tomorrow and on Yetta.
Yeah, Yetta's getting
God.
it. I did it above my knee. I don't know where she's putting hers somewhere.
Somewhere on her thigh, I think.
Somewhere she can cover it.
I still think it's hilarious. No hable fucktardo.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about having swear words on my body permanently.
Well, that's the second time I have fuck on my body somewhere.
I mean, that's different. I mean, you...
But one's in her lip, and then one's above her knee. I mean, come on.
I can hide both of them. They're not...
Yeah.
It's not like I have fuck written across my knuckles or something like that.
I mean, she is going to get psycho across her knuckles.
I am going to get psycho.
I mean,
But now you have your left and rights covering up your thumb knuckles.
Yeah, but I don't need psycho for that if it's across here.
Okay.
oh, it's only across these ones. And then that one's going to be your O.
Yep, and then I'll probably put stars on the end of my pinkies.
Gives that classic feel,
I see.
The word in the middle with the stars on the ends.
Yeah, give it that classic feel.
So,
Marco.
Polo.
Oh,
I had a
tonight,
cigarette in my mouth.
I don't care.
don't
Quit smoking. You
No.
wouldn't have that problem. Anyways,
Fuck both of you.
tonight, we're going to smoke out of Sky. Sky is our brand new bong, the only bong that we bought in New York City. We bought a bubbler as well, but we smoked out of him last week. Yeah, Mr. Willie.
So,
We warned Red that
this down stem is redonkulous.
that this is going to kill him because this bong is stupido.
I swear to God, does it still go in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Damn, oh my God.
You're golden. But it took me and Mal an hour and a half to smoke one bowl out of this bitch. It's huge, first off.
Yeah, it is.
Second, it kills you. It really does. It's goddamn atrocious. It's so smooth.
I still think that should be coming out.
I
know! We tried to figure it out. There's nowhere in
That's
it.
not-
We have another bowl for it.
It's
but,
literally
it
one
doesn't go
piece.
down into
I
the
promise
water.
you.
Yeah, I don't think it's hitting right. But I don't know. I feel like you're pulling the whole down stem out.
I know.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't clear it all the way out. Fucking, it's different.
I don't know, but it's fucking mean. I can tell you that. Feckin' mean. Now, granted, we did talk about it a minimal amount last week. We talked about the color of it and whatnot.
You know what we didn't get to talk about?
What's that? Oh, God.
Robert.
Well, because we had
I know.
I sat on other things. Did we even know we were getting Robert last week on this point in time of the week?
Yes.
Did we?
Yeah. I remember saying
we
we didn't have time for reptile time because we're already in overtime.
Yeah, because we ordered him on Monday. And we knew he was coming, but he wasn't here yet.
I gotcha. Anyways, we got a new snack.
Yay.
Number 6.
Seeks.
Seeks versus via 2 species so far.
Okay.
About to be like 800 species.
Sorry. His name is Robert, and he's adorable.
His name is Tiny.
He's feckin' tiny is what he is. I can't ever figure out how I want to hold this. I kind of like this, but then I'm like...
figure it out.
I kind of like this, but then my hand's too big. Like, I'm like, I don't know.
No, he's like itty bitty, and every time we hold him, I'm so afraid that he's gonna like
Yeet himself off! Because he does that. He fucking like, yeah! You gotta like keep up with him really fast all of a sudden. You're like, oh god!
Yeah. He decides he's going, and he's
And then yesterday, he struck at me.
Oh.
I mean, he's fucking tiny.
Right.
I mean, literally, this itty bitty. And like, he got his whole body, he went, yeah! I'm like, chill out. Chill out. You're okay.
It was kind of funny, though.
Yeah, it was. I was scared he was going to yeet himself right off my hand when he did it. I was like, oh, no, don't do it. But yeah.
Whew.
Where's that? Are you dying already?
Dying.
Yeah.
Like 3 hits in?
Wow. It's
Guys,
usually me.
It
my
is
lungs-
rough, though. It
my
really
lungs are
is.
so fucked, too.
But it is a really smooth pipe. It's just
It's actually
really,
really nice.
really rough.
You
When
just
you
can't
get hold
pull
of
the
it.
thing all the way out. When I did that, it was horrible. But if you just,
Yank it an inch.
Yeah.
You know, just give it
You
a
just give it a little yank.
Just a little inch yank, you know.
you just give it a small yank.
Just
out
an
in
inch or
public.
two is all it needs. Don't mind us. We're males.
I know. I need another woman. Where the fuck is Yetta?
I don't want to hear shit from you, Miss Just the Tip. Okay, you know how often she uses that phrase? I don't even hear it.
It's hilarious.
So, just because she ain't got a dick doesn't mean she don't make dick jokes.
Just the
I
tip.
do make dick jokes. I tell people to suck my dick on occasion. I don't even have a dick. Yours is mine, but if they suck yours, then they have to die, so...
Because the psycho gonna come out. The psycho gonna come out.
Understandable.
So, everyone's been like, doing this whole TikTok thing. And, like, so, a guy I know that's a firefighter in town was like, so, my TikTok blew up last night, overnight. I was like, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah. He's like, I did a couple of videos, like, with, like, doing some stuff. And he's like, I had 28,000 followers last night when I went to sleep. And I woke up with 34,000 this morning. I was like, holy shit.
Oh my god.
6,000 people found your shit and liked it in one night. Like, that's crazy.
And wanted to see more of what you did.
Right. So I was like, why can't I do this with reptile stuff? I'm sure I won't be that exciting to people. But I mean, once I start putting some feckin' hats on them bitches, they're gonna be like, oh, look at how adorable. You know damn straight that's how it's gonna go.
Oh my god, Red, we had the greatest idea ever.
Oh, Jesus. After
As
she
it
dies.
dying?
After she dies.
That sounds like a great idea. Let me join you.
Sorry. So, we came up with the best fundraiser idea.
We really did.
We're gonna, you know how, people have dog shows and horse shows, and yeah, we're gonna have a snake show.
Think about it. We could do it by venomous and non-venomous, and then we could do young, kind of almost adult, then adult for categories, and then we can go just for ball pythons, like best morph combination, best overall, whatever. And then beyond that, we could have all the other non-venomous. Because let's be honest, in our area, you're not going to have a ton of people with a ton of corn snakes or any shit like that. You know, king snakes or brook snakes, nothing like that.
Nah.
But a lot of people have ball pythons in our area. So, like, once we had our building, everyone could come in and compete, and we'll give them trophies for their snake competition thing. I think it'd be really cool. And send an invite to all the big names out there. Just be like, hey, even if we never hear a word from them, they at least know about us then.
Right.
And they know that we threw a big thing for fundraising. But wouldn't it be amazing if, like, one of them did show up and was like, hey, I brought a couple of...
I got a big check.
Like, I brought a couple of my favorite balls with me. And you're like, oh, really?
Dude, I'd
I
shit
want
an
my
entire
balls to
chimney
play with
right
your
there.
balls.
I would shit an entire chimney, not a brick. A chimney. I really would. I'd lose it right there.
That hasn't even lowered any yet.
I know.
Like, it's bad. And we've already been smoking it for like 8 minutes.
I haven't been power ripping.
No, me either. Are you kidding me? You'd die. Literally
I don't want
die.
to die that
No.
badly.
Yeah, no.
My lungs are still shit, so, like, I'm trying.
Mine too.
Oh, man.
Mine too.
I've been coughing up a lot of crap lately.
This is probably like the longest head cold I've ever had in my life.
Mine is, yeah, like, it's just still stuck in our chests a little bit.
I'm
Otherwise,
getting
it's pretty well gone. I'll have a nose issue here and there, but that's about it.
Sorry, I had to get a little closer. I'm getting rained on.
No, you're good. You're good. It's alright, we're all close here.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about my TikTok idea? You think it's an okay idea? To get some, like,
I mean,
hopefully, maybe?
I'm not a person about reptiles and all that, and I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not when I'm clearly not throughout this show. I've
No,
proved
what
it.
I
But
mean, though,
I
is...
do like the idea in general. It is a good
like,
idea.
you could do stuff with your guitar stuff.
Yeah.
And put it on TikTok.
Right.
You
I
have
thought
up
about
to
that.
3 or 4 minutes per video.
Right.
So, I mean, 3 minutes is a decent amount of time.
It was funny because today I was off from work because it rained all day. So I just I bought Rocksmith and I fucking plugged in my bass today and I was playing it and I was like ripping all of My Chemical Romance songs up on max difficulty. I was like, damn, I can actually play, as long as the fucking notes are right in front of me, I can fucking play it. So it's pretty fucking good.
I
Had
took
fun.
a nap today.
I played bass all fucking day. I'm not even joking. So,
That's cool.
Mhm.
So you're playing the actual song?
yeah, the whole fucking... I was playing Famous Last Words, Helena, Dead, and I'm Not Okay, I promise. All of them. And I was getting about a 95% accuracy throughout the whole game. And that's
Good.
note for note, just on
Right.
screen.
That's pretty good. Play that a little more often and whatnot. I mean, you'll be there.
Oh, it definitely needs cleaned up, but it was like me playing, I never played 3 of those songs ever before, and I just put them on max difficulty, and I've listened to these songs,
Millions of times.
Yeah,
we know.
millions of times. So
We
I'm
know,
like,
we know.
I'm listening. Like, the only song I actually knew was Famous Last Words, and I could actually turn around, not look at the screen, and play the entire fucking song for 98% accuracy. So, and the funny thing is there's 3 notes that I miss, and it's because there's a gallop in there. Where you go from second string 5 to open, and then back to 5, but it's 1 note, and I keep forgetting that gallop. But I never learned the gallop when I originally played the song, so...
Right. Speaking of instruments and whatnot, so I got a jaw harp and or Jew harp a week and a half ago. And my wonderful wife, Mal, heard me... Well, I told her I saw a video on them, and I've always wanted to play one of these. I just never knew what it was called. And they make really weird, awesome sounds. It's like making dubstep with just one instrument.
Right.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I love the sound of it and stuff. Well, I've watched countless amounts of videos on how to play this goddamn thing, and I can't get it to work. I'm like, this is ass. I'm like, am I just retarded?
It just doesn't sound right. It doesn't.
It's
sound
not
right.
loud. It's not loud like those are. And they do it effortlessly, and I'm like, why am I just not smart enough to figure this out? I'm like, maybe my mouth's not closed enough. Maybe it's open too much. Maybe it's not open enough. And I'm trying all this shit. It's not doing anything. You can hear noises like it should be.
Right.
Just not nearly the amplitude that they play. There's that. And I'm like, man. Finally, I'm watching this Russian girl that's in a symphony with these fucking things. How are you in a symphony with this? I don't know. But she is.
You gotta be
She's a
strong.
professional jaw harp player,
Oh, no,
okay,
she's
in a
lesbian.
symphony. I mean, she knows how to use her lips, I guess. So, I
That's
mean,
right.
Yeah,
mean,
but
that's where
using
I'm
your
coming
lips
from,
And
like-
using your tongue are two different things.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
yeah, but you use your lips a lot too while going down on a female too. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Trust me, a man that has extensive experience in this. I can tell you use your lip a lot.
Fuck, with me alone you have extensive experience, much less before your wife.
Second wife at that.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
The better wife, by the way.
so I'm watching this Russian girl. Anyways, going back to that, and she says, "Now, first off, the first thing you want a really good quality one. Now, if you don't have a good quality one, this is what it will sound like. She puts it up, she goes to make a noise, and it makes the same fucking noise mine does. I'm like, bitches! I'm like, that's the reason why I'm not retarded. It still worked well, because it's not a good one. So my wife tried really hard to buy one from Russia, and bought a souvenir one by accident.
I bought it from Russia hoping it was like...
the right
Understandable.
thing, and it was unfortunately not. I
was
found
so
a
upset.
music website that's a Russian music website that has it on there. It has videos of what it sounds like. It's a professional one. It's going to cost me like $70. So, I'm going to buy that one eventually here.
I'm really bummed out, though. I feel like such a dick.
Well,
I was
she
so
tried.
upset.
That's all that
It
mattered to me,
happens.
is she tried.
It happens.
I was getting so fucking frustrated, though. Just couldn't
Right.
get to work.
When it comes for websites, I usually just use Reverb. That's where I've been finding all my stuff. Because you're buying directly from music shops in general. And music shops are generally going to have the real thing. But then again, I'm buying guitars. So, I mean, it's different, I guess.
I don't
But
know.
I wouldn't be surprised
I
if
really
there
want
was
to
a jaw
go
harp on
to,
there.
like, World of Music and Erie and see if they have them.
They might. They honestly might.
And if they do, maybe I'll just buy one there instead of
Hell,
fucking
you could
around.
probably check Guitar Center. They would probably have it too. Or both.
I forgot that that's in Erie now.
Yep.
But at the same time, I don't know, do they have a lot of other stuff? Like, do they have drums and everything else there, too?
They have drums. They have synth boards, pedals, guitars, basses, acoustics, cases in general. I've been in there a couple of times, and I try not to go in there because it's a very dangerous store for me.
Right? Well, like, if I go to World of Music and they have one, I mean, even if it's like $100, I'd still spend the extra money to know that it's a right one.
I should sit here and actually mention you should try World of Music first. Buy local, not from a corporate, because local music stores are dying. Try to, help out the local people as you can.
Actually, believe it or not, World of Music in Erie is actually booming like a mofo. They usually are. They have a bunch of really good musicians that work there.
Right.
Like, I know one of the guys that runs it. His name's Adam. He used to play drums for one of my teachers' bands when I was in high school.
Okay.
They were actually really good back then. So, like, I know he's a good drummer. He drums today. He plays for a couple different bands and stuff. But, like, I know he's one of the managers there. But all the people that work there are all musicians, actual
Right.
musicians and bands.
Because
and stuff like that.
they hire those people. They've actually been through it all.
Right, right.
They're also the best people to teach other people to play music.
Well, like, when you're... She says she had enough for now. Anyways, when you're looking for somebody to be like, all right, I want to know what this is going to sound like when I get to that point, it's good to have somebody that can do sweeps and different shit like that. So that way you know a high side, a low side, like a low and high side.
Sweeps.
Oh, it's a
They look
bitch.
so fucking cool when they're done right.
Right? But, like, if you have somebody that does sweeps and whatnot, you can hear the lowest, you can hear the highest.
Right.
Like, if you want to go for it, So, they can show off amps, or they can show off, because maybe it's somebody that's, their mom's just getting them started, and they want
Right.
something that sounds really good to start, so that way their kid has something good. Then this guy's going to be like, all right, yeah, I'll shred it up for you. That way you can just check and see how you like the sounds and
right.
stuff, make sure it's about what you're hoping for, But I just think I would like to buy one I would like to go up and look before I buy one online. Even though it'll be an American jaw harp instead of a Russian one, because I like the sounds of the Russian one.
Right.
But I could learn from my roots.
Yeah, and then work your way up to something that might even be more expensive.
Right, well, just like, I figure probably Mal will probably buy them for holidays and shit like that.
Right.
Because if she knows that I like them, if I end up liking playing it. Because, like, that one that I bought, it kind of hurts my lip a little bit, but I figure I'll get used to it with playing it and whatnot.
It's just like all
it'll be way more fun when I have some fucking sound and I can actually tell what it sounds like and if it sounds good or not. And then I can start writing songs and different shit like that, like different melodies. And
right, like, when I was in high school, I played a lot of trombone. I've actually played for, the school band and all that. And I would just sit around and just diddle, play whatever I could, all by ear. If I wanted to play fucking Mario Bros, I'd sit there and be like, bop, 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 It was just something fun to do, and now that, like, I'm playing more guitar and I've picked my bass back up and all that, I'm actually, like, I don't know, getting re-inspired to just play music and diddle again. Like, I'm learning a bunch of songs and just playing, practicing, trying to get better.
Right. I just think it'd be fun just to get a good grasp on, like, what noises with the jaw harp and, like, figure that all out and then start putting together some, like, songs.
Right.
And just for fun, I don't know. Just see what I can do with it and whatnot. Maybe I'll make, like, my own music for, like, on my TikToks.
Right,
and then put original music by, myself. And different stuff like that, maybe. Who knows?
Right,
Maybe I'll make some fucking, like, suspense-sounding stuff or, whatever. She's dying, she says. But,
if Mal's not talkative, it's,
well, we're also talking about instruments, and it gives her a good break there. But, like, I definitely am excited for it when I do buy one.
Right.
Like a good one that I can actually make some noise with. And I think it'd be fun. With doing, like, the recording that I do have, like, with even doing this, and then, like, with doing, like, my radio show stuff that I had, which I've been thinking about doing one and putting it on, like, our local station, because, like, the owner's been on my ass about doing a show, but I think I'm just going to do, like, a segment. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily a show, like they have the gardening segment on every Friday morning.
Right.
I was thinking maybe I could do like a segment for like a half an hour and have it be called like Have You Heard? And then, be like, hey, what's going on? This is Odd.
Right.
Here with Have You Heard? And then tell a couple of different things that's in the radio, like headlines right now. Like right now, like Dusty from ZZ Top died.
Yeah, which is really sad. I saw the picture of the show
hat
they played after with the hat. Oh.
Bums you out.
Yeah.
But, like, Joey Jordison just died.
Yeah, really
and then,
sad.
like, I could interject the music from them bands into that. And just have it, like, a half hour, maybe 45-minute section. And then just be done with it. Just have, like, me talk 2 or 3 times, have probably 5-10 songs. Have a new up-and-coming band, like, have something new, Have you heard of this band lately? Because that's what's going on. Like, this is brand new, check it out. And just jamming.
Right.
And then just see if Brian will put it on, like, once, like, 11 o'clock every day, from 11 to 11:30. And then, it'll just get different songs on the radio.
Right.
And, like, once every 2 weeks, or once every week, or whatever, I'll just send them a new one. Because it'll take me, like, 10 minutes to record it. Right. I just have to figure out what songs I want to do and, like, the information. And then just record it really quick, edit it really quick. Being that it'd only be, like, 1, maybe 2 recordings.
When did you decide about this? This is the first time even I've heard about it.
I've been thinking about it for quite a while.
And you haven't said anything?
No.
Why?
It's just been in my head. Like,
he hasn't fleshed the full idea
I don't know if I'm going to commit to it or not. I don't know if I want to.
Well, talking to your wife sometimes.
I know. But, like, if I decide I'm going to do something, then I just do it. Like, my old show I had for 3.5 years. Right. I didn't have it anymore because my co-host was going to move away. So I gave it up, and then a bunch of shit happened.
Then didn't.
He didn't, no. So, I mean, I quit my radio show that I've been doing for 3.5 years for nothing.
Right.
And that's the reason why we started a podcast. But at the same time, I like doing the radio thing, too. I like like
being able to talk. And,
I like showing people new music because
Right.
I can't fucking stand the radio. Let's be straight here.
yeah.
The radio is like
It's poo-poo.
30 songs all day, every day, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's just like in the rotation that they're in. You hear the same song 8 times. And even on our local station, that's better than the regular radio about it, but still plays the same exact songs damn near every fucking day, 2-3 times a day.
Or at least when you're listening to it like every day, they play it at around the same exact fucking time. So you're like, oh, it's 10:30, 21 Pilots is on, you know.
Well, I mean, for our local station, yeah, like
Yeah.
21 Pilots is on like 8 times,
Yeah.
8 times every 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
You're like, feck.
I don't know. I listen to iHeartRadio on my phone. Or I watch murder shows while I'm doing stuff.
I listen to my Spotify, and I pay for premium, so I don't have to listen to back-end ads. Because I'm stingy when it comes to my music. I can't stand ads. I don't like the break. And I like being able to skip through my music whenever.
I'm cheap. I'm not paying for it.
Not to mention, like, on
iHeartRadio?
the iHeartRadio, they only have, like, 3 commercials an hour, if that. It's literally, like, 3.
It's really not.
Not, like, 3 sections of, like, 4 commercials. It's, like,
3 total
3,
commercials.
maybe 4 commercials in an hour. It'll play 1 commercial, and then it goes back to songs for, like, 15 minutes. And then plays another commercial.
I like playing DJ and playing my own music.
Right. That, too. I think Mal likes it because I showed her how to set up a station. And then, like, to start a station, and then, like, to use your favorites after you start it. And then they make you a station automatically.
Right.
So she likes everything all the time. That she'll find a song, she'll be like, "Ooh, I love this song. I don't even know who it is or anything." Click. So then it's liked. It's like her favorited then. And then when she goes into her thing that week, then sometimes it throws it in there, or sometimes it'll throw songs by that band in there, and she'll like those ones too and stuff. So she's really made her own station and all in all.
Yeah.
Because literally there's a few country songs even.
There
here
it
and
is.
there.
It
Right.
plays country songs here and there now still, too.
And then it goes to like heavy stuff all of a sudden because she'll be like, "By the way, I love this song," and it's like heavy as shit, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I just really like it. Ever since she decided that she's always liked really deep voices
Right.
and stuff. And then I showed her Alex Terrible. Ever since Alex Terrible, that now she's getting into metal. I don't.
Okay.
I'm getting better.
I don't know.
Yeah, my Spotify just cracked over 1,250 songs, so...
I have Spotify. It's got like 4 songs in it because there's songs that when I want to listen to them, I want to listen to it now. And I can just click, done.
Right. I have Spotify on it on my phone because I got it when we got this, and I wanted to try to figure it out, how to look out of there, and then I found out I can't, so I never deleted it.
I just listen to the podcast every now and again on Spotify, just to keep in touch.
make sure it's sounding okay.
Yeah, you know, making sure it's not like...
I listen to it on YouTube if I want to listen to it.
Like last week's episode, I definitely listened to. It was a pretty good one. I really liked it.
Oh, guess what?
Oh, God.
I
Oh,
found
God.
all my pictures. They
Oh,
weren't in my
God.
gallery, but like when you mine will go over to stories,
Yeah.
and they were in my stories, all of them. All the pictures that I thought I lost were there, but they weren't in
Cool.
my gallery, so I was able to send them to myself and then resave them so they're in my gallery.
Nice.
That was probably a chore because there's a fuckload of them.
I sent like 100 and some photos to myself. And then,
Jesus.
Yeah, she took
Jesus.
pictures of everything on
I think it was
Saturday
like
while we were there.
154 is what it ended up being.
Right.
Wow.
It was ridiculous, but I found all my pictures, so I was ecstatic. Like all my Harry Potter ones, they're all there.
Nice.
I was stoked. Some of the street performers, they're there.
Right.
I was excited.
What you got, Red?
I think let's do something a little different this time because I'm starting to not remember what strands we've done and what strands we haven't done. So, how about we do a top 10 list because I like top 10 lists. And these are sativa dominant strands.
Okay, so who made the top 10 list?
This is the Canna Connections page that you've been recommending.
Canna Connections. Okay, so these guys, They're linked in with High Times magazine. Something? I know they're connected to something big. I don't remember what it is.
All right.
But something big.
So let's start from the bottom because it's not spoiler to be number 1. Let's find out.
Oh, come on now.
No. So number 10, we have Strawberry Sour Diesel. It is parents of Strawberry Cough and Sour Diesel. 19% THC to 22%, and it's unknown for its CBD.
So I'm just want to say before you go to 9, I've heard lots about Sour Diesel.
I have too.
We've never had Sour Diesel. We've had...
Something diesel.
Yeah. Diesel Punch.
Diesel Punch.
Purple Diesel Punch. That's what we had last year at one point in time. I just wanted to put that out there. But I've heard that Sour Diesel is supposed to be super good.
Right.
Right. So, number 9 is Jack the Ripper. It has parents of Space Queen and Jack's Cleaner. THC is medium. And we'll move on, because it says unknown for CBD.
So that one is also a descendant of Jack Hearer.
Yes.
Because anything that has the word Jack in it actually comes from Jack Hearer.
Yep.
Jack Her.
Yeah, Jack Hearer.
So the next one is Della Hayes. Its parents are unknown. Its THC is fucking high, and it's gonna leave you fucking high.
Wait, what's that one called?
Della Hayes.
Yeah, but see, that's... Okay, so that's a sativa. We smoke indica.
Okay,
Yes.
but I want to try it anyway.
Okay, so sativa is what Jack Hearer is, and that's the reason why you really can get, paid attention, and it really, just fucking gets you out
Good.
of your mind.
See, I want to try it.
I'm just saying, it doesn't help you sleep at all.
No, not at all.
That's what we smoke for.
So, number
And to get
7 is Sweet Cheese. It has parents of Blackjack and Cheese. We talked about cheese. Its THC is 14 to 20%, and its CBD is 14%. Number 6 is Tangelope. Its parents are Tangerine and Chocolope.
Chocolope is what we just had a couple weeks ago.
We had Chocolope around here. THC is medium, unknown CBD. Number 5 is Vortex. Parents, it has 4 parents. It's P75, Genius, Cinderella 99, and Romulan.
Silly question.
Yes.
How can something have 4 parents?
It'd be grandparents.
Grandparents, yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be 2 of them, and then they use those to make...
I got ya.
So you're using a...
Hybrid type of... Yeah, I got ya.
Kinda.
More or less. THC is 18%.
Okay. Thank you for explaining. I just had no freaking clue.
So number 4 is Super Silver Haze. Its parents are Northern Lights 5, Skunk 1, and Haze. 21% THC. Explain the 3. Probably the same way, but I've noticed with the Skunk 1, they don't tell whatever else they breed it with, so...
Right.
AK-47 is number 3. Parents are Colombian, Mexican, Afghani, and Tali. THC is high.
I've heard the AK-47's wicked.
I've smoked AK-47 way back in high school days, because it was always around here. Number 2 was Amnesia Haze.
That one sounds promising.
Its parents are Jamaican, Afghani, Laos, and Hawaiian. It is 22 to 24% THC.
That's pretty high, actually.
And for number 1, anyone have a guess?
No.
I don't have a clue.
Number 1, Diesel.
Just diesel?
Just Diesel. Parents are Mexican, Sativa, and Afghani. THC is 12 to 16%.
So that's actually kind of low.
Yes, but it hits like a truck.
It must.
Mostly anything with diesel in its name hits you like a fucking truck.
Usually those are the ones that you're sitting there and you're fine all of a sudden you're like,
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's like a switch kicks in.
Yep.
You just get fucking punched in the
Yeah,
face.
you know,
You're
like
oh.
when you've watched that wash over my face? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that happens. That does.
So got any questions?
Wow, we moved right along to that, didn't we?
Yeah, because we spent a lot of the first half talking.
Jesus fuck. Well,
We
let's see.
have. He's not wrong.
Okay, what do people who are born deaf hear when they think? Like, do they have... Do they have an...
I think they have their own language that they would understand other than, the hand
Do
language.
they see, like, hands in
going
their
like
head?
They might be
though?
very, photographic because of that.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'm like... Well, I mean, even if you're deaf, you still have a voice. And you can feel your voice and hear your own voice inside your head. But if you're deaf, can you still have an internal monologue?
It might be...
We need to find some deaf people and just ask them, do you have an internal monologue?
You're funny. Jesus. Just go find some fucking deaf people.
Listen, I would ask them. I'd be like, I genuinely am curious and would like to understand.
So are you going to have the hand signatures?
I'm going to have to find somebody who speaks sign language because I don't.
Very solid, like, too.
Yeah.
The only sign language I know is this. And
Yeah,
that's not going to get me very
That's
far.
not going to
I know this means deaf.
I know, yes, and no. So yes, no.
I'm pretty sure this is thank you, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They can't see what we're doing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
I
I
mean-
forget sometimes.
But I mean, yeah, that's... I can't fucking find it!
No, I ate some.
How'd you eat it?
I think I ate some of the sweat off of the ice cube.
Oh.
I was going to say, because I've never heard of eating it on a bog. Especially one with a chamber in the middle.
Yeah, I think. Well, unless the chamber is high, but it could be because of the melting ice. Yeah,
that's
the
a
chamber is
possibility.
actually quite high.
It's because of the melting ice, must be.
Yeah.
We'll have to get them cleared out. Alright, so what's your other question?
Alright, so this is... Sorry. This is more of a would you rather type of question.
Okay.
Would you rather have the hiccups every time you dab or fart nonstop every time you eat an edible?
Okay. So...
I mean, I have the hiccups every day, all day long anyways, so I mean, I will take that one, because I already have that problem.
I
Hey.
hate having hiccups. I'm a fart nonstop when I eat an edible. First of all, that'll be hilarious.
I don't eat enough edibles to worry about the farting one, so...
I think it'll be funny.
So, I mean, I guess I'm different than you two, but it's because I have the hiccups all day, every day, as it is.
That, and I think it'd be funny to watch you have to deal with my stinky ass.
I hate the hiccups.
I'm not a fan of them either, but...
I remember when we were coming back up one time, I'm getting the boy, and you had those hiccups from hell. You're like, oh.
I know, like,
It was like
I literally
shaking the whole
was so
car.
violent that I was hitting my head off my seat, and I was like, fuck, and I couldn't even stop it, because it just was, like, so violent. I was like, holy fuck.
Right?
Those probably some of the most violent hiccups I've ever had in my life.
Jeez, it was so bad. The car was shaking every time. It was like, oh.
I'm pretty sure my butt quacked right before I left the bedroom this morning.
A wee bit, that's for sure.
I thought it was funny.
Just a wee quacking. That quack was doing a lot of quacking.
It was.
I know, you know what's sad is we're not even close to the end of this pipe yet.
Dude, okay,
It's like
so I know
halfway.
we were going to just smoke 2 of these, but, like, can we just smoke something else other than that?
If it's not, or if it's gone by the second half, it's still
'Cause,
half
like,
there.
Guys, you're killing me.
It's not half there. It's probably got like a third.
Okay.
I'll say
It's dark.
because
I can't
it's
see
wide
worth
at the
a
top
shit.
and it gets skinnier at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's still dark. I can't judge worth of shit right now.
right. I got you.
We haven't done the second half of the show. The light's not on.
I know.
I know.
I have to find an O-ring. I lost the O-ring out of my earring.
I have to pee.
That's what we were looking for a minute ago. Yeah, so now I have to try to find that. I'm kind of...
Oh, and now it's too windy to fucking...
Light the lighter.
Oh, it's all falling down from here. Ow.
Yeah, it's raining out. It's gross.
It's Stolten till Ryan.
It's nothing compared to what it was earlier. Holy fuck.
I know.
I left to go get red, and holy good God.
That was funny because he came up to the steps, and he's like, yeah, it just calmed down. And I'm like, this is probably the best time for us to just go. Just get into the car. We're going to the car.
Then we got to the gas station, and it was feckin' pouring
there.
there.
It was pouring again, and it was like, oh, shit. And then we get out, and it's not pouring anymore. And then we get going, and then it's pouring again. It's like, oh, my God.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
It's poo-poo.
It's not there yet, but I
I'm
feel
glad
like
that
the second half of the show is going to have a new special guest. Mother Nature. No, she's not a new guest, but she'll be back on this show.
Mother Nature, we like you.
Some days. Tomorrow we're hoping she agrees with us.
Yes.
Because we want to go to the fair.
What time you guys going?
Like...
Early afternoon.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the weather and I don't know when the rain is.
Yeah, we'd like to go early afternoon until like the evening.
Yeah.
Take the kids, let them ride rides,
Wear them out.
Right.
Get to have some fun at the fair.
I liked playing the coins for cups.
I'm too good at that kind of
I
stuff.
hate it because I'd sit there. There was one time when I was younger, they had it up at the St. Thomas, and I lived like 2 streets away from St. Thomas, so I'm just like up there with a fucking bunch of dimes, and I'm like, tink in, tink up, bounced off into another one, got it, tink.
I throw meat for a living. So, like, throwing change is, like, nothing. That shit's perfect. That's just why I'm good at the knife throw, too. Like, the ring toss onto the knives. Because I'm used to throwing meats into containers.
I wish they had a game that was more stabby.
More stabby, she
I'd be
says.
good at that one.
She's like, I practice my stabbing skills at least once a week. I need to have them up. Just in case. She's
No.
a psycho.
No.
I hate the ones.
I stab people for a living with needles. Like, I'd be able to stab something pretty accurately. I mean, they had games that were kind of stabby. It'd be awesome.
I hate the ones where you have the tiny little rings that you have to get on top of soda bottles.
I can't do those. They always
That's
bounce.
actually, we just watched a thing on that the other day. There's a guy on YouTube that, does the probabilities and stuff and shit like that. And he said that only 2% of people will win those on a $20 bill worth of coins.
I like the ones where they're like the bigger hoops around the sodas, but you're paying like $1 for the ring, so you're like, yeah, you'll get a soda.
Right? Yeah, I like doing the knife, the ring toss onto the knife.
Me too. One year I brought home 40 knives doing that.
Nice.
It was a lot. I had a lot of fun.
She's like, I bled up dry for $20.
I think I played for like $40 is what I ended up playing, and I brought home like a ridiculous amount of knives throughout the day.
Most I ever won in a single day was like 7. And some of them were tiny, and some of them were big.
Oh, these people were pissed. This is at a small carnival.
Right.
They were livid.
Right.
She just has that masterful game for it.
Spray some Pam on that shit.
On those knives.
Just lick it.
Yeah.
No, he meant on the knife to make it slide off,
Yeah.
We're not pamming the rings, babe.
Okay.
No.
Oh, my.
Pamming the rings.
I just feel like
That I'm dumb sometimes.
it would just be like, you'd never land on anything. It would be so slick, you'd just fucking, it'd like go fucking faster when it bounced than when you initially threw it, because it'd be like, It goes so fucking fast from the spam.
Just keep trying, old man. You'll get it eventually.
It's like in Joe Dirt.
Yep, that's
what he does in Joe Dirt. He's like,
that's what I was referencing.
yeah, that's what he's doing. He was putting Pam in all the cups. That way they'd slip out.
I got ya. That's a turdly trick. The bottom of that gets a little toasty, too.
Yeah, it does. I grab it by the top of it. I'm just giving you a heads up.
I'll find out.
I burned in my little fingers.
I mean, we did take a break, so I mean, it might not be too
Yeah,
bad.
it's not, Well, it will heat up.
Oh, I just feel like it won't be as bad, like, as if we smoked the whole thing straight, like last night. Last night we smoked it straight. There was no breaks, but there was also 8 of us.
Yeah. So we each
I wasn't there, so,
I lied 7.
was
7 of us, because 1 was not smoking.
No, 2 of them weren't smoking.
Who wasn't smoking besides?
Neither of the H's.
Oh, okay. I thought Peg Legs girl was.
No. It's John Boy's fault. That's what John Boy calls
It gives him a name, and I don't have to say his actual name. I mean, and you know exactly who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
There ain't too many people.
Dude, the best day ever was when the boy looked at him and goes, "Do you have a fake leg?" And he goes, "Yes, I do." And he goes, "That's weird. What happened?" And I'm like, "Buddy."
I thought it was the pirate thing, is what he said.
I don't know.
I thought he was like, "You have a peg leg?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You're like a pirate."
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
And he just died laughing about it because it's him, and he just don't give a shit.
At least he doesn't care. But I'm like, buddy, that's kind of rude. We can't do that.
Right.
He don't know. He's 9.
I know.
It's all right.
I remember when I was 9, I ran into my first midget. I shouldn't call them that. I should not say that word because it's kind of bad.
They are known as an LP or a little person.
Little person. I'm sorry.
So not elves.
Yes, not elves. But I ran into my first one, and it was during gym class. So I was like, "Oh my god, the little person's running!" Like I'm 9.
Yeah, you're 9.
That would be magical at 9, though.
Yeah.
Like a little person running, you're like, "Oh my god, you're so cool!"
I remember yelling. I was like, "Look at them run! Look at them run! Oh my god!"
Ha ha! Fucker, you got the medallion!
It's okay. I've been eating my bananas.
I've never gotten a medallion. I got one today.
I've never gotten one either.
Stole one from me, liar.
He said you stole his.
Okay, but I've never found one.
I think there was a mini medallion the one day, wasn't there, that you found?
No,
I thought there was.
that was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Just stealing Red's glory.
No, I'm not special anymore.
I can't, dang
I can't find the medallions.
I think I know why this was like $35.
Why?
Because they put paper on this and taped it and then fucking spray painted this bitch. That's what they did.
Well, at least for this part. This part's actually...
It's chipping off already right here.
Let me see. Holy shit, it is.
I was like, this is spray painted. That's just where it's
I
cheap.
still think that comes out.
That's okay, because you know what that means? That means when all the paint comes off, your wife will just paint it.
Maybe.
With glass paint so that it actually will stay. You just have to let it cure for 21 days, because I'm not baking this.
Cure for 21 days. I mean, bongs are kind of like a special event thing for us. We don't usually use bongs. Every once in a great while, I'll be like, Victor! Mal's like, yes, Victor.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have to smoke
Or
out
Charlie.
of Victor. Then we have to smoke out of Victor.
We don't bust out Big Bertha unless there's some people to help us, though.
Big Bertha's
that
kind
bitch
of...
is big.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to be so huge.
I know.
I'm not bitching.
Like, I'm not complaining, but that's definitely like a party
That's
bong.
the
That's
only.
not a
That's the only
bong.
pipe that does not fit in the china cabinet. She's too fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like she
I
did.
swear
think
to
we
God, I
finally
was
tapped
expecting
this thing.
something like that. Or maybe a little bit bigger.
What?
Big bug. Blah! I tossed it.
I felt something. But
Bye, bud.
It went over the edge.
Oh, it's
Blow it
the
out,
rain.
woman. Blow it out.
I'm not blowing it out. I'm not putting my mouth on that.
Blow it out.
No.
You're over there. Blow it out. I did it last
Just the
night.
tip.
Yeah, just
Just
the
the
tip.
tip.
It
Just a
tastes
tip.
so gross, though.
Just put your hand like this over it and blow into your hand.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Just the tip.
Just be like a trumpet.
Good enough. There's a hole now. Good enough.
I mean, woo.
So are we just not doing phrasing anymore, guys?
What phrase?
Phrasing. What?
Phrasing. That's what she said.
What?
Oh.
All that.
I mean, I think we're just intentionally doing it now.
You lose.
Loser!
I didn't lose this time. I didn't lose in my own game.
Yay.
I
Yay!
used to be so good at it. But then again, I'm always one that starts it.
Yep.
I started it today.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
I do here and there. I will. I'll be like, okay, I haven't done this in a few weeks, so since he put it next to me, I have control of the pipe. So now I shall pick a game to
I
play.
keep forgetting I have a Pepsi hiding in the corner.
I know, because you're drinking the water, which is our water, so it's fine.
Well, I was dying, so I
Thanks
needed
for
water.
reminding me.
not
I gotta
Pepsi.
drink.
And
over
water's
here.
nicer than, like, syrupy...
Yeah, I needed
like,
water
yeah,
when
yeah.
I was dying.
Like, I have a hard time... I love Snapples, but I have a hard time drinking them while doing the show, because Snapple, while you're getting ripped, and it's just, that's all you're drinking, is a little rough. I'll have to remember that for my cafe someday. I started it.
Yes.
Mouthful's good.
Sure is.
You sound like that fucking bull off of Ferdinand. It goes that way, remember?
Vaquita. She's talking about Vaquita.
Yeah, the big square bastard that just grunts at everybody.
It smiles like this.
Okay. I maybe watched
That bastard
it
can dance like a fool, though.
He does the robot.
I've watched it like 3 times, so.
We've got you beat by a
Oh,
lot.
buddy.
I know.
But you know what? Out of all the kids' movies
I do
we
like that
have,
one.
if I have to watch one, I'll watch that one.
I like Ferdinand. It's a cute movie.
The Croods, Ferdinand, Robots. I've always loved the movie Robots. Robin Williams. Funny movie.
That's why I love that movie.
It's a funny movie.
I'll watch Aladdin with him all day long.
Oh, yeah. She loves watching that. Watching Aladdin.
Yep, because I love Genie. Genie's my favorite.
I watched Flubber a lot.
I loved Flubber.
I love Flubber.
I thought it was funny. There were a bunch of, like, dancing boogies everywhere.
You know how long it's been since I've watched Flubber?
Oh, it's been a hot...
It probably came out in like 98. I probably watched it maybe.
Hold on.
98.
Wait, let's find out.
I'm guessing 98, and probably the
I'm
last
gonna
time I
guess
watched it was
97.
2001.
Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Bitch.
And that's
What year did Flubber come out?
97.
97. November 26,
Boom.
1997.
November 26th. It was almost 98. I remember I was about that age. We went and seen it in theaters, actually.
I think I did,
Me
too.
and my dad did.
I think
My
me and my
grandma
dad
bought it.
did, too. We
My
went and
grandma
it in
saw
theaters.
like a commercial for it and thought it would look funny, so she bought it for us, thinking we would love it, and I watched that movie so much growing up.
Right? Maybe we'll have to buy it so she can watch it and the kids.
Yeah, because, like, his little robot thing that chills with him, dude, that thing is dope. I love that thing.
I did, too.
She was so cool. Who wouldn't want one of those? And who wouldn't want to be able to bounce? Can you imagine if you gave the boy and the baby Flubber shoes?
Oh, God. That's all you need.
You kidding me?
Oh.
They're, like, not graceful whatsoever as it is now.
The baby would just, God, break something. Most
She'd
likely
fucking
herself.
run into everything.
She'd try and
You
run.
know what, though? She's so fast. I was chasing her around the living room and kitchen, and she was taunting me like a dickhead.
Oof.
She was. My 3-year-old was taunting me.
Yeah, she was.
To catch her. And you know what? Her little scoot, if I was actually going like full speed, I could have caught her. But like, I was like halfway going, and that little scoot she does, man. And she's just that right height, she fits under everything. And just hauls dick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, one of these days, she's not going to be that short. She's going to whack herself, right? And just flatten herself right on the floor.
And then she's going to be upset, and then mommy's going to have to be like, oh, poor baby, and love her until she feels better for a minute. You okay?
Burned yourself.
No, these fucking lighters, they lock up.
His lighters are taking a shit.
Yeah, I just had one shit to bed. I swear to God, you just gave it back to me, didn't you?
No.
No, I gave it to you.
I swore.
No, it's going this way.
I don't know. I do know, but I don't know.
Them kids have been savages all day.
They're
but
always savages.
I'm pretty
What
sure
are
it's
you
because they
talking?
found the candy stash, and I'm pretty sure they ate like almost all the candy.
Nice.
So they've been like on a sugar high today, and just like they destroyed my living room.
So
you should
what-
have seen it earlier.
So what did we learn?
Hide the candy better.
Yeah, the baby found it.
Oh.
And she kept grabbing shit out of it. She had a big wad of gum earlier. And I was like, what is in your mouth? In your hand? Because she had it in her hand. She was putting it in her mouth. I was like, what is that? Come here. Let me see it. And of course, she won't fight me on anything.
No,
She
she
never
won't.
does. She comes over, she puts it over there. I'm like, the hell did you get the gum at? So I was like, I told her, I was like, all right, why don't you throw that away for me? Because it was all sticky and yucky. Like, throw that away for me, please. And she goes, okay. She throws it away. She walks away. I'll go back to playing my video game. I look out of the corner of my, I turn around behind me because it was quiet. It's never good when it's quiet in our house. I look back, and she's in these brown paper bags, which are the ones that are sitting over there. They had all the gum and shit in them, and she's pulling out more shit. I'm like, hey, put that shit back right now. I was like, oh, that's where it is. Yeah, so I made her get out of it. And then I closed it back up. Put it back in the bag where it was hidden at. I should have taken it.
You probably should have moved it because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure by that point they had definitely found it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I just told you they did. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, that was... Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was napping at this point.
No, you were not. You were outside.
Oh, is this after I woke up all crankly from my nap? Got ya.
Yeah, because I went back to playing Apex.
Got ya. I woke up bitching. Literally.
Hardcore.
Opened my eyes and started yelling. I was pissed. I got woke up from yelling and screaming. The boy in the corner telling the babies to shut the door. Shut the door.
Nice.
They're not supposed to shut the door. I don't know why he wanted them to shut the door. But they're not supposed to shut the door. So I was pissed and just yelling. And then,
So she was like, "Grr, motherfucker!"
yeah, I was.
I was like, okay.
I was like, nope, we're gonna go outside now.
Yeah, I lost my thing because fucking I was glitching out really bad, so I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go outside and get some, it's hot as shit.
Yeah, it was.
And I was-
shit.
I-
so
well, I
glad
was like,
had
I'm
the
gonna-
air conditioner on all day. Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna rip a dab because I'm starting to suck at playing video games. And it'd been like 2.5 hours since we had smoked a bowl, so I was like, I'm starting to come down. We're just gonna rip a dabby. So I come out to rip a dabby, and she come follow me. I'm like, I thought you were napping. She's like, bah! I'm like, okay. Well,
I guess you're doing what I'm doing.
I'm gonna finish my dabby, and then I'm gonna go.
I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and smoke some cigarettes. And he's like, yep, you do that.
Yeah, get you some Nick. Get you a Nick fit, God. Because you're being a dick. I'm like, okay. Goodbye.
It's hot.
It happens sometimes, okay?
It does. We just had this conversation like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So, my best friend and his wife are not good at just letting shit go, kind of
Right.
thing, with each other. And, like, that's what me and Mal were talking about. Because there's days, like, she'll just be in a shit mood all of a sudden. I'm like, okay. And then I just vacate the area or just don't talk to her.
He literally just leaves me alone.
I just don't talk to her. Because I'm like, okay, if I talk to her, she's going to be a dick about things. I'm like, and then I'm going to get mad. Like, so I'm just not going to say nothing. And I just don't talk to her. Then later on, when she seems like she's all calm and she wants to talk, then I'm like, okay, cool.
And
After
he
like a
doesn't
half
say
hour
anything.
of smoking 5 cigarettes, she comes back in the house and she's all fine again. I'm like, okay.
There we go. That's what solved it.
He lets me be angry and throw my temper tantrum, and then I'm fine. He
But
lets
like
me alone.
him and his wife, she will try to get away from him for a little bit, and then he just wants to fight with her about shit. And just not let shit go. I'm like, just knock it off.
Right.
So, like, when she's in a dick mood, I'm like, okay. And she was saying, you know, every once in a while, I'll just be snappy about things. And I know I get snappy here and there. And, like, when I do, she's just like, okay.
Everybody gets snappy every now and again. Sometimes days suck. Not everything's happy, all hunky-dory.
Yep. But he gets snappy once in a while. I'm like, yep, I'm going to go do this and leave him alone. And I do the same thing. I'm like, we're just going to not. And
Right.
I don't talk to him. I don't have anything to do with him until he's done being all frustrated with whatever it was.
When I decide to talk about things, or like, I'll be like, all right.
He'll come sit outside with me and he'll just start talking.
That way she knows that I'm in a better mood.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just need a minute.
So that's all you need.
Yep.
And
Sometimes
like,
you gotta frag some fuckers on game line. And be like,
Right.
okay, I just killed 20 people. That's what I needed.
I come outside, I watch some happy crafting videos and smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes, and then I'm fine. It works.
it does. But like, me and her just know, okay, today she needs some time, or today he needs a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, though. Like,
It's important.
you gotta choose to do that, though. I don't know. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I chose this word because I have a different meaning that I've known this for. So let's see what you guys have.
Okay.
So this is something I've heard of, and it's a termature that I have used.
Okay.
But this is a different termature for it. Okay, so for today's word, it is brainworms.
Brainworms.
Syphilis.
Okay.
Okay.
That escalated quickly, but okay.
Yeah, it did.
Alrighty then.
I always thought of it as like propaganda being drilled into your head and infesting into your head as like, you know, something that's basically a brainwashing, you know.
See, I've always heard like an earworm, which is like a song that you get stuck in your head.
I've heard of earworms.
So, like, I was thinking, like, brainworm, earworm. I was like, that's what I feel like. It's something similar to that. And it's definitely not anything close to what I thought it was. So, it says, a phrase to describe someone who is cognitively degenerating. Symptoms of going off the deep end can have varying degrees of severity. So, like, having brainworms means that, like, you're just getting fucking... You're going off the, like, you're going crazy.
Going deeper and deeper.
Yeah. Like, either you're just, like, not there anymore, or else you're just fucking insane. That's what that's getting at. And I was like, huh.
Interesting.
I've always thought of, like how you thought, like a commercial.
Yeah.
Could be like a brainworm.
Yeah.
Like, is what I was thinking. Like, something that you just get stuck in your head, or, like, a jingle. So, like, as soon as you hear this jingle, you're like, oh, it's State Farm. You know?
Right.
Or, like, I don't know, just, like, commercials that you would know.
Right.
You hear it, or, like, the McDonald's chime. You know the McDonald's chime. You know.
877 cash now.
Brainwashing right there.
Fucking JG Wentworth.
Yep.
877 cash now. Oh, fuck.
I can't remember anybody's phone number, but by George, I know their phone number.
I know about 1-800-COLOECT for 1-800-COLLECT from the 90s. That's a fucking throwback.
That's funny. But, like, I don't know. Like, just certain, like, anytime that, what do you think of when you think of Boston Lager?
Samuel Adams.
Well, yeah, it's Sam Adams Boston Lager. But what do you think of when you hear that?
Oh, you mean...
Murphy's.
The theme song, which is Dropkick Murphys. Or anytime that you think of shipping off to Boston.
What do you do with that picture?
I saved it the other day, and it's the last picture on my photo thing.
Kaya.
Did you see the post I made? I made a post on Facebook like 3 days ago that said, get a picture of you from like your second photo on Facebook.
Remember. Like,
that was my second photo on Facebook. Well, I had to save it in order to put it on there, so then it's just like, it's right there, I guess. I don't know.
It's just a really old picture. I'm like...
I was like 20. I was like 20.
It's 11 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Wow, we're old.
Fuck off.
I said we.
I still said fuck off. But, like, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I was like, I've never really heard that terminature for that, but, you know. This whole show's gonna be click, 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 click,
bubble. Click, 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 bubble.
Yeah, bubbles.
The
like
ASMR episode of the Ganja People.
Like,
I'm sure they can hear the fucking crickets too, because
they do
for sure. In there, I can hear the birds when it's the.
Oh my God.
Usually in the first section you hear birds, and the second section you hear crickets.
My friend Ireland that I talked to from Alabama, when I voice chat her and I'm sitting out here, she bitches about the crickets every time because she's like, they're loud as fuck. I can't hear you.
Well, when you have that much land, you have that many crickets.
That's what I told her. I'm like, and I love the crickets. She goes, it sounds like you have a cricket orchestra going on in your yard and it's annoying. I'm like, it's beautiful.
Oh, we had a cicada last night. I was like, holy fuck.
Screaming at the top of her
just outside the window over on this side right here. Oh,
I have
fuck.
one in my house. I was like, oh my God, no.
We watched a video of a copperhead crawl up a tree and eat one today.
Yeah!
I was like, that's dope.
Oh my God.
I was like, I didn't know copperheads could climb trees.
That one did. It was crazy. Big ass bug. I don't think I've ever actually seen a cicada.
They're huge.
They're like a giant grasshopper.
Yeah.
That's really what they look like.
I don't know. It's not that thing that we thought it was that was out here that one day that's gross. That giant leaf-looking grasshopper thing, that's not what those are. I don't know what that is.
No, they just look like a giant grasshopper. But they're usually green or brown. They have
Around here, they're brown.
They have a really big butt on them, too.
Around here, they're usually brown.
Don't die.
Sorry.
This isn't Sky.
Listen, Luminera is still a little bit...
It's not that bad, actually.
I think it's smooth as fuck.
It's
really
incredibly smooth. But it's really easy to take a really big hit on it, and...
Because it's so smooth.
Yeah.
It's almost dead, though.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Fuck.
I'm so tired tonight. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
I'm not. I'm like bloated.
Same.
From drinking those,
I want food.
like, sugary drinks.
I want a bowl of cereal. Nom, nom, nom. Or some Pop-Tarts.
She's over there, like, licking her
Munchy
chops. Licking her chops, yeah. Munchy Mow, the mamala. It's fine. It's funny.
Boogers.
Alright, so, what are you guys thinking for advice of the night?
Well, I'm thinking that that's up to you boys as per fucking usual.
We said something earlier.
I mean, we were talking about some stuff earlier that could be some advice. But I can't remember what it was because I'm stoned.
Yeah. Fuck.
We watched a video of these old men today.
Don't grow old. There's your advice.
That none of them had smoked weed before.
Oh my god.
And like they all looked like old school stoners, but none of them had ever smoked weed. So they sit there and they give them a bong. They wanted them to smoke the bong first, and only one of them was brave enough to smoke the bong. So they were smoking joints, and like, into 20 minutes into them, the one guy's like, I don't even think this does anything. Like, what the fuck? And then like, it shows you up until like an hour and a half afterwards, and like the one dude literally like He's like almost passed out. He's like this, and they're like, "You all right, Glenn?" And he's like, "Yeah, my head's heavy." So I'm just resting my head. It's heavy. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I've never done this, but I really should do this more often. And I was just like dying because I was
hilarious.
like, welcome to getting high, old man. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I mean, everyone should feel it at least once.
Yeah.
That's what should be our advice tonight. All right, so someday... It doesn't matter if you're young or you're old. Like, someday when you decide it's time, you should smoke some weed.
Enjoy it.
Maybe if you're just, like, listening to us because you're interested in weed, but you know, like, haven't dived in yet.
And some people, I understand, it's still illegal in some places. I get it.
I mean, where we live, it's not legal yet. That's the reason why one of our hashtags is illegal life.
Right.
Like, I just think it... I don't know. I don't really care.
Everyone knows. I do not hide it. I do not hide it.
I'm a closet stoner to most people. But I have a job where I am in public all the time. And I have to deal with them. And I'd rather not be looked at as, oh, well, he's dopey because he's a stoner. Like, because that's how it looks up to.
Look, I am stoned, but look what I can fucking do.
Right.
Look, I'm able to keep up, get everything done.
It's just one of those things, like, I don't know. I don't want that, like, people to...
Then again, that's just coming from somebody who got stoned 24/7, even while working, so I'm just a high-functioning stoner.
He doesn't work stoned.
No, I don't go to work stoned. I have a hell of a time making subs stoned. I don't know why I can't do it, but I can't. Like, I'll get, like...
You probably made so many subs when you were sober. How many times have you ever made a sub when you were drunk compared to when you were sober?
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, like, it's...
You could do it, but it's...
Oh, no, I have many times. There's a lot of times, like, we'll get baked in the morning because the kids will be off with her mom or my mom or something will be going on, so we're like, fuck it, let's get ripped and enjoy our afternoon. Or, our mid-morning.
Yep.
We'll get ripped at like 10 a.m. and they'll call me by noon and something will happen. I'll have to go into work.
Right.
Like, I'm still fucking stoned. I mean, you're stoned for 3-4 hours.
Right.
We rip a couple dabs, then get stoned usually. So, I mean, that lasts way longer than if you just smoke a bowl, So, like, I'm fucking ripped to like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, I can't. Like, say my mom would come in, she would know I was stoned or whatnot. She said anything, I'd be like, hey, I plan on having today off.
Right.
Like, well, why'd you get stoned this early? Well, the fucking kids weren't home. Like, I'm gonna enjoy my day off. Like, let's fucking enjoy it. Like, that's what I would say. She'd be fine with it. She'd be like, just try to keep it together. Let's not
make this a habit.
Like, she'd be like, just keep it together. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I could, It's just one of those things, like...
Okay, well, I've worked stoned a lot.
Same. I've also been in situations where I shouldn't have been stoned. Still stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Is that one of yours or one of mine?
It's one of mine.
Oh.
That's a beard hair.
I got you.
If the situation arises enough where you need to be sober, you'll sober up right there. Like, if the adrenaline kicks in... Yeah, you're sober.
Right.
You gotta get
very
through
quickly.
Yeah.
I've gone from I was smoking a pipe and been done with it for 5 minutes and was big. I had to knock on the door, open it, and it's police officers, and all of a sudden you're like, and I'm sober now. What's up, guys?
Yeah. What's up?
Yep.
Your eyes open up like a quarter more. You're like, oh, hey.
Okay, so
how's it going?
Yeah.
The best thing to do is not to panic, though.
Yes.
Like, when you panic, then you're instantly... There you go. There's some good advice at night. If you get caught when you're stoned, don't panic.
Just breathe.
Pretend to be normal.
Relax.
Now, if you're not driving and you're in your house or something, you being stoned, that gives them no right for anything.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's not one of those... Like, it's one of those things, like... You're not legally. You're not. You can't get in trouble for being stoned.
Nope.
You can only be in trouble for getting caught with paraphernalia of some sort. So,
And that's just a ticket, usually,
right,
if
right,
anything. And they take it.
Yeah.
right.
That's
Which,
the worst
if
part.
they took one of my pieces, I would literally stand there and cry.
I'd tell them to break it first.
I'd be like, maybe my grandma got it for me.
Right, my
I
grandma
would lose
bought it with
it.
me, they'd be like, oh, okay.
I'd be like, dead serious and she died now, please don't take it.
I know all the cops. Well, like, the state cops, not really, because there's so many new ones.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, nobody's going to come around here for any reason. They're going to be like, oh, like, somebody who's smoking weed? Oh, okay. Like, why would they give a shit? Why give me $100 fine and, like, just be a pain in my dick for no reason?
Oh, I'm sure that people in this area know that somebody in the area smokes.
Oh, I guarantee somebody has to know we smoke. We sit out here and fucking toke all night long with fucking...
People
I mean, I could
downwind.
see them working outside half the time.
Right? I know.
Like, they
I love-
have to know we're getting
I
stoned.
love where I live because everyone in my area does smoke. Like, people downstairs sell me and they smoke. Everyone next door smokes.
P.S. I finally got to meet him and his nice woman, and they're fucking hilarious.
Excluding Billy. Billy doesn't smoke.
Oh, yeah.
The guy in the front half of the
I don't. Yeah.
house.
But, I mean, he doesn't complain, so.
Right.
He
Or
shuts up
hasn't.
and deals with it.
you
Well,
know.
I'm sure it's not a big deal to him. Like, no.
I
big
mean,
deal.
I'm on the back side of the house, and usually I smoke in, like, my living room, you know, so it's like, whatever. He lives up front, and I'm smoking on the very back of the house, so, I mean, he's not really gonna complain.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
I looked out scanning the yard, and there's red leaves in my trees.
Just
And
two
that-
trees.
And that means that the season of having to hide under a blanket and smoke quickly is approaching.
Oh, my God.
And I don't like it. That's all of the season that Mal bundles like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
So, can I pitch...
We have a whole
the
nother
argument-
season in there beforehand.
Can I pitch the argument for this year that we record in the garage?
You can try, but
I mean,
the problem is...
So we don't
Okay,
have
but
to
the
listen
problem
to
is
the...
that when the children do wake up, they come get us. And if we're in the garage, they can't.
I understand.
right?
that.
They'd probably be like, "Oh, where you guys at?" Like they'd be probably freaking
yeah.
out.
Like, I'm not about it. That's why we do it up here. Maybe we
We
can...
invest in a monitor.
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh God,
Let's get like a duck blind.
a duck.
And we'll all sit in it in the winter.
You know how
It's foldable.
small those are? Those aren't very big.
Get a mini tent.
They're only like a 6x6, if that. You gotta squeeze the three of us in a fucking
Okay, so we'll each
6x6
just be in
tent.
our own and have windows and talk to each other in the window.
That's not going to
Oh
work
my
either.
God.
Because how the fuck do they get it out of this? Like, that's not gonna fucking
We're gonna
work.
have to change our setup so that we all have mics and shit.
You have like a fucking plug-in mic
Now
and
you
you're like,
bunch of freaking
"Hey,
weirdos.
how's it
We'll
going?"
just set one here, one there, and one there, and the bar stool, and guess what? We're all around with our headphones through our windows, just talking to each other in our nice little warm duck blinds.
She's insane. You go buy a duck blind and we'll see how it works.
It was an idea. I didn't hear you come up with any.
You do
Oh.
realize it's not big enough to hold your chair, right?
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, your
Okay.
chair is a fucking 4x4 chair.
That's a 6x6, isn't it?
No.
That's what I just heard.
Well, then there would be 2x2 feet left for
Okay.
me and Red.
No, we each have our own. I just said that.
Oh my God. She's fucking out of her mind.
The garage is
Good
right
God.
there.
No.
It won't cost us that much.
Oh, man. Yeah, it would just be kind of cold out there. It wouldn't be windy. We wouldn't have to worry about snow either.
Just get a little monitor.
Yeah, we get baby monitors.
We had those annoying fuckers.
Or we could put one in the garage with us.
I
and
got rid of the things a long time ago.
We could buy another one, a walkie-talkie.
We have walkie-talkies. I hid them from the children.
Yeah, just tell the boy, hey, if you need me, get on the walkie-talkie. The walkie-talkie.
And you can't play with it.
What are we going to sit on?
our asses. Well, there's 2 tractors out there. And
We could probably fashion.
I mean, it's probably way more fucking comfortable than sitting on this fucking
We
pillow.
could just open the Civic and have places to sit on.
There you go. There's 2 right there. We can sit in the big blue turd. And then there's room in the back, too, for a third person.
Gee,
Person with a little straw that week has to sit in the back. On a pillow. I don't know why we're doing this.
Not me. It's not me.
Oh, that ain't gonna matter now. We'll have to draw for a little straw that day.
I don't like this game.
We'll just cut 3 straws. Whoever has a small straw gets
No, you
fucked.
can cut 2 straws because Mal's sitting up front.
It has to rotate.
Yeah, we'll just rotate who's
It'll be the season game.
Or you figure out a way to all sit comfortably on the porch like normal people. So we don't have to trek through the cold and the snow.
You want to
and the
do
gross.
that? You want to do that in the snow? You want to sit on the porch? Last year was better than the past, but it still wasn't great. Just saying.
Yeah, I just spoke for
I was cold as fuck.
Because, like, when
Like,
we were working
'cause we
out,
sat-
we didn't have to worry about it, except for things being cold. And that's it.
Why are we fighting about this right now? It's
You
fucking
could
August.
you could put your chair down there,
Okay.
and then just sit in subway chairs and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really uncomfortable day.
She's just a pain in the dick about it. She don't want to
We're
do it,
just
so
trying
she's just
to-
going to be
we're
a
just
pain
try-
in the dick every
And
step
it's
of the
only
way.
for, like, what, 2 hours at most?
No, really, like, she's just going to be a pain in the dick about it because she don't want to do it. That's how that's going to work. I'm just telling you. You want to fight for it about it, it's going to... If you start now, by December, you might get somewhere.
Well, that's the hope. I'm going to keep fighting for that garage. Just think, I'm just going to argue. We don't have to deal with the wind, and we don't have to deal with plastic.
Or the actual snow.
And, yeah, we won't have to listen to that in the background. The only thing we might have is a rattle here or there if the wind's strong. So from an audio perspective, it'd be really nice.
The only downside is walking all the way through the yard to get there.
We've done it.
And then back.
We've done it. It's winter. I'll have my boots anyway.
Wear boots to go out and smoke for 2 hours. What?
Out of the mouth with a key ring.
She's still not amused.
No. Truck's like
It'll
hauling
be like-
dick.
It'll be like
I say,
the
what is
really
that noise?
bad storm that'll hit, and she'll be like, okay.
Yes, there's
You
not
know
even a light on at the neighbor's house. That's weird.
It's dark.
That is weird. Well, no, because
He
there's
always-
always a light over there.
Like, he always has a light
Maybe
on.
their electric's out.
Oh, maybe.
You guys got lucky.
These guys are fucking hauling dick.
Yeah, they are.
That's a semi, first off. Like, it looks like a tanker.
He's moving.
It is. It's a fucking tanker. Hauling dick.
Truck.
Oh, my
That
God.
little car is like, wait, guys, wait for me.
Telling you, that tanker's hauling dick.
That's an SUV.
You could hear it for like 2 or 3 minutes before you could even see the lights from it. I'm like, holy shit. But yeah,
Well,
that
I
is
was watching
weird.
for the lights, and that's why I was like, wait a second, there's not any
It's
lights over
completely
there.
black out there. That never happens.
No, he's always got an outside light on, like, all the time.
I've been interested in the moon over there because it's pretty.
It's a little tiny, yeah, a sliver.
It's pretty.
We keep talking about things that are probably not interesting to people who can't see it.
Like the fog. Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
fog on it.
That's
it just
okay.
looks kind of cool. It's much cooler tonight than last
Oh
night.
yeah, it's so much cooler.
It got pretty chilly last night.
Maybe by the end of the night, but it wasn't super chilly at all until
Well, I
like
probably...
late.
Was it chilly when you got up this morning? Like, in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
It was pretty chilly when I came to bed. I came to bed at like 12:30.
No, it was like 68, I think is what the yuckin said.
I thought I was cold, so I mean...
I mean, that doesn't take much. As soon as it's not 85 degrees and sunny, you're cold.
I know. I hate it, though. Like, it's really frustrating sometimes.
Right, I get it. I'm just saying it's literally anything under 85 degrees and sunny, you're cold.
I know.
Like, you take a sweatshirt in the summertime, because as soon as the sun goes down, you're like, I'm cold!
Yeah.
I'm dying for this. Like, it's so...
This is my favorite time right here. Just the very start of fall and through fall. My favorite time of year.
My favorite time is summer.
And I don't bitch about winter because you can always put more clothes on.
That's how I feel about it, too.
I bitch about winter because I get cold so easily. Like, I'm miserable all winter. I hate it.
I'll bitch and moan about summer all summer long. You won't hear me bitch at all in the winter that I'm too cold.
I really don't bitch about summer.
I'm usually sweating my fucking ass off in summertime.
Yeah.
And
Fat guy
wintertime,
problems.
I don't have to worry about it that much.
Even though I'm sitting at my desk, the other night, ask him when he did this for me, because he did this and then I did this one and this.
Hence why that one sucks and that one doesn't.
Oh, shut up. And there's no airflow over there, even with the windows all open and the fan
Right,
stuff going,
right.
there's no airflow. I was not going to lie, I'm in a pair of basketball shorts and a sports bra, because it's just me and him. And I have sweat running, like, down my neck. I had one roll down my face and into my eyeball, and I'm like, oh, it feels like burning.
Yep.
I don't know. Oh my! And I wasn't even like
I have
up doing
that at
anything,
work
and I'm
when
like,
wearing
good
my
lord!
contacts. I have that at work when I'm wearing my contacts, and it's just like, oh, it gets really bad.
Right? It was definitely warm, but I prefer sweating over freezing. Like, I hate the feeling of being cold. And you can ask him, there come times where I get so cold I can't get warm.
Yeah. I'm opposite.
I'm always too hot, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm noticing I'm getting old, though, because I get times where my upper body's cold, and I'm like, that's never happened.
I've noticed that, too. I'm starting to get cold here and there. I'm like, oh, there's a chill. Ooh.
Welcome to my world,
Like,
guys.
a couple of weeks ago, I put my coat on, my winter coat.
He did.
In the summer, I'm like...
And I was like, what?
I did the same, not too bad.
I'm like, I'm getting old.
Yeah, it sucks.
They always say, oh yeah, when I was a kid like you too, I was never cold either. Now I'm cold all the time. Like, okay, well, fuck you,
remember
bud.
my grandma Reed? We go to her house, it was like 90 in there, and
Holy
she had
fuck.
3 sweaters on. I shit you not, she'd have 3 sweaters on, her thermostat was set to like 85.
Jesus.
And you'd think you were going to die as soon as you walked in the house. And she's sitting there as happy as could be. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we done smoked our last bit of our last bowl. It's about that time.
About that time, mate, chap.
Catch you later. All right. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube and whatever you're on, Spotify. Yeah.
Wherever the hell you are.
We don't
Just
know.
because as much as we could get out there, the better it is for us, you know. And I mean, obviously, it shows that you guys like it, and we appreciate seeing that you guys like it. So
Yes,
we would
it makes
just
us
love
smile. It really does.
Yeah,
Love to see that
love
sub.
Seeing everything, you know, we're gonna get everything here rolling here soon.
So on that set, I also want to say that we have our episode comes out every Friday night. Usually, hopefully, we like to get out about 4:20. Depending on work schedules, it doesn't always work out that way.
But we try.
But so you can hear the Ganja People every Friday night after 4:30-ish, somewhere in the afternoon, evening time.
Yep.
Every single week.
All right.
On that note, we're just going to say we're out. So just remember, don't let your meatloaf.
Keep it creative.
Keep it dank, Ganja Gang.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.